Like, did you see the new lawyer that's supposed to be replacing Blondie? What? Well, I didn't think that she would be replacing Blondie. I thought she would be replacing Cybet. But some of us girls out here have been paying attention because we do feel that Trump is getting ready to turn on Blondie. So I know you guys probably haven't even noticed, but I took a little break so I could enjoy Shaky Knees this weekend with Deftones and Lenny Kravitz and Pixies and All American Rejects and the My Chemical Romance. Yeah, you know, just it's nice to get out for a second and for me to remember that these people who are racist, that it really is just a small amount. That majority of the people out here in the world are people like you and me, well, assuming that you're like me, that like different cultures, and we're trying to make money and we're trying to survive and we're trying to be comfortable as we can. Sometimes you do need to go out and see that a lot of people are not how people act on social media, YouTube, or TV. And when you help a narcissist, it's only a matter of time that they want to hurt you for helping them. So we all are kind of looking to see, when is he going to cut Blondie, or is he not? Trump says AG Blondie is all talk, no action, calls for charges against list of enemies. Oops, excuse me. And now deleted post. He deleted, oops. Ooh, whoopsies. He deleted that shit. President FDT, Trump publicly clashed with AG Blondie on Saturday in Truth Social, demanding more action and prosecuting a list of presidential political adversaries. Blondie has more repeated missteps in her public statements, including recent comments that hate speech should be prosecuted, and this enraged left and right, which I would have to agree, because people let Martin Luther King say what he wanted to say, and people let Charlie Kirk say what they wanted to say. That's the beauty of being in this country. Sort of like how Bill Maher said, you could be right or you could be wrong. That is the freedom of speech. Yeah, all that attacking that you were doing on Kimmel and I got back to my Colbert, my Daily Show. I was like, what Bill Maher doing? Because they was like, they probably going to attack me next. And they look like they finna attack him next. I didn't know that he got canceled on ABC and Kimmel took his place. History. It's awesome when it's from the horse's mouth. In the now deleted post, Trump directly addressed her and appeared to be a deliberate leak private message affirming Blondie was all talk, no action, and as he complained that her delay to prosecute Adam Schiff, by the way, I follow your Substack. I've been following it for like over 5 years, like a long years. I don't know how many years, but a long time. At least a year. Former FBI Director James Comey and New York AG Tisha James was killing our reputation and credibility. And quote, no one is messing up your reputation but yourself, Trump. You are making up charges for people who don't have charges. And what Trump don't understand is that the reason why you're getting booked and why you're getting in trouble is because you're actually committing crimes. Now you're getting burnt out by the fire of a real prosecutor. She ain't done yet. I'm coming for you. And you know, before I continue on, I think they're going to talk about it here in the article, but the case that Steinbeck just dropped, where Trump is trying to put fraudulent charges on Tisha James for mortgage fraud, he is putting the same charges on Lisa Cook. Did any of y'all see that? I feel like all he did was get his attorney to just take the name off one and put it on another and turn it in. But the case with Steinbeck got thrown out. I mean, he had a chance to stay with his lawyer and put it back in there. I guess that was not the plan. He had about a month to revise his disposition and put it back in there, because when the court got his disposition, it was 80 pages of Trump loving. And so the court threw that out. I was laughing all night because I can't believe that there's an attorney out there that thought that that was a compellable lawsuit. He's like, I love Trump. You should love Trump. And Trump ran 2024 and then he won. What's up? Like, and they was like, you need to revise this. All right, let's go down to it. So justice must be served now, Trump added. You're not doing justice, and you cannot use the arms of the law to bully people. This is not military school. I know you, King Joffrey. That was in the past for you, sir. The prosecution against the president's foes have been an ongoing theme in his administration. Trump has long accused Schiff, Comey, and James, without evidence, of criminal behavior and orchestrating a witch hunt against him to ruin his credibility before the electorate. So Trump said it's a witch hunt. Yeah, Trump is a self-proclaimed witch. Trump is a self-proclaimed warlock. And your magic is fucking up. Schiff, a vocal critic of Trump, leads the president's first impeachment inquiry over withholding aid from Ukraine in 2019. So that's why he led the first impeachment, in Trump's first term, because Trump was withholding help, assistance that should have been going to Ukraine. Comey, who led the FBI investigation into Russian election interference, which proof is coming out, how Elon paid, Russia paid, all helping Trump win each and every one of his presidencies, was fired from his position as FBI chief in 2017 by Trump's admits in the investigation. James brought a civil fraud case against Trump's organization, which is currently under appeal, which means she won, and Trump has a chance to appeal it to go back and fight again. So right now it's under appeal. Trump also wrote in his message that he fired former U.S. Attorney EDVA Eric Steinbeck, the Eastern District, Virginia, Friday, amidst report that he believed that there was a lack of evidence. This is the lawyer saying that there was a lack of evidence to charge James with mortgage fraud. And so he clashed with his lawyer in the previous statement that he resigned from the position. Oh, and now the lawyer is saying that he quit after pressure from the White House. So, if I was Blondie, I would just let Trump fire me, because there's some jobs that you can quit and there's some that you can't. Honestly, you really can't quit. Your lawyers can't quit their job unless they die. The stipulations of them quitting their job are extremely strict. Pretty much a lawyer can't take a case unless they know that they can complete that case. We're not talking about winning or losing. We're just saying that the lawyer when they accept cases, they're considering in their mind if they're going to be able to stay with this client to the end, whether if they get a good disposition, a good sentence, a good something in their favor or not. It really is better. It's not good for Steinbeck to say that he quit, because really lawyers can't withdraw. And then Trump could go to the bar. He could get his retainer back, all this stuff. That's a wrongful withdrawal. But if Steinbeck just go ahead and let Trump say that he fired him, then he can keep his money. He can keep it would be a lot easier. Everything can be fought for, but it would be a lot easier for him to go ahead and keep the money that he retained from this client. It would be a whole lot easier for him to go ahead and keep his district attorney position over there in Virginia. So if I was him, I would let Trump keep hollering, yeah, he fired me, and go on about your business. To replace him, Trump promptly suggested Lindsay Halligan, who is currently a member of the White House counsel. She's assisted in the staff, and has defended the president in classified document cases, stating that she's a really good lawyer and she likes Blondie. Most lawyers, end quote, most lawyers don't like each other unless you pay them to like each other, and that doesn't mean that they're going to work with each other. And this is a totally different case anyways. This is not a case that they're working with each other on. she's just taking over. Halligan is taking over the case that Sybeck was supposed to be doing. So, like, a lot of lawyers are on YouTube saying that Trump is looking for a lawyer that is dumb and corrupt enough to push these fraudulent charges on Tisha James and the same charges on Lisa Cook. I wish they would join lawsuits and go ahead and book them, Dano. But when I looked at Lindsay a little bit, so she graduated University of Miami, and so that said, so she's versed in cricket law. That's just what they say on the street. And she's not a prosecutor. She's an insurance lawyer. Again, you got a lawyer that's not for this field. But she does law for property, for residential and businesses, commercial. And what does that make me think? Okay, so yeah, these other lawyers who are on TV, on YouTube are right. Yeah, she's a lawyer of property. He is going to continue to push fraudulent charges on someone that they don't even have. What a dumbass. So what you should do is find someone what charges they do have and trump them. Your name's fucking Trump. Someone else on, man, I love Newsbreak, you guys. I'm learning so much from it. But someone else on Newsbreak showed me Trump's bloodline, which I already knew some about. But I didn't know, I knew his great-great-grandfather had fled Germany to run away from persecution. The same thing as Trump. He delay. He continues his case. And he's hoping to do that till he dies. I guess he thinks that's winning a case or seeing about the, being responsible and just being done with your case. But his grandpa used to do the same thing too. He left Germany and he wasn't a refugee. He was supposed to be going to prison for running brothels and pimping women. And he disguised them as Trump hotels. So he came to America. And he was scared, but shortly after about a year, he started doing the same shit over here. And I don't care for Trump's great-great-great-grandfather because he was pimping black girls. That was he would pimp all colored girls, but his prize commodity was the black girls. And there's no way that you can't tell me that he didn't have black Native American girls. Because in the past, that's the majority who was over here. The correlation that the man is getting me to see is that it is kind of crazy how they say the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Sort of what your parents are doing. If you're not careful, you might end up doing the same thing. And it really is Trump after Trump after Trump after Trump who's doing this King Joffrey shit. His great-grandpa ran and evaded the law and kept delaying and kept continuing his cases till he died. Trump, like a lot of us really think that Trump learned this from his family. There are other people in the Trump family that are good. So, because there's Mary Trump. Shortly after, in a toned up Truth Social post, Trump praised Blondie, writing that she's doing a great job and announced that Halligan is his new nominee to occupy the position previously held by Sybeck. Now, that just means that she's his attorney and that represents him in court for that case that he's appealing with Letitia James, and what other cases he must be appealing that he was working with Sybeck. But Lindsay used to work for Trump. She is a lawyer that used to work for him. Trump got raided in his first term in Mar-a-Lago. And apparently that case is still pending. I would go hire a lawyer who won a case. Not one where we're still working on a case together. Plus, what if you fall out with her? Not only do you have to get a lawyer for these cases, then you'll have to get one for that one. But I didn't follow anything on that case, so don't quote me on the Mar-a-Lago raid. She will be fair, smart, and will provide desperately needed justice for all, Trump said. What the fuck? Motherfucker, this ain't justice for all, this is justice for you. And it's not justice, you bullying people. with the arm of justice. You're abusing your power. If Halligan becomes permanent U.S. AG of the EDVA, she will need to be confirmed by the Senate. Okay, so look, well, y'all are getting out of hand. Who said that? Was it the articlist? So Cyber right now still has his job as the EDVA. And unless Halligan would like to get that job, right now she just got retained to be Trump's lawyer. Okay, everything is good. We can stop there. But now y'all want to go above and beyond the command of duty, and y'all want to make her the U.S. Attorney of Eastern District, Virginia. There he go. Trying to seek revenge at somebody because they didn't do what he wanted, and he did. Eric Cybeck, he did the best of his ability to help you out the best he could, Trump. Damn, what the fuck? Y'all want to look at the comments real quick? What they say? Was it fun? I can't remember if it was funny. Worst president in history. All right, MAGAs, don't be here. You're going to get yourself upset. People need to understand that Antifa stands for anti-fascist. So if you are trying to outlaw Antifa, you must be a fascist. How Occupy Democrats, that is so funny. Yeah, those are the Nazi hunters. You know, Trump's scared. Republican women, oh my gosh, let me go ahead and skip that. I don't want to make fun of any women right now. Even though we do feel like some women don't mind being hurt and they're submissive to it. Did you guys know I'm the smartest man alive? I preferred the time in America when the President of the United States and the village idiot were two different people. Why the fuck? If Blondie was black, oh, Trump would fire her straight up. Trump would have even hired her. As you look at his cabinet, nobody close to him is black. Well, anyways, you guys. Yes. Waiting. I'm waiting to see, is he gonna turn on Blondie? Is she gonna avoid it? Even though I really don't care who you're working with, Blondie, I hope you get some sense and you step out of harm's way before that narcissist hurts you too. How you get caught up with somebody like that? Anyways, you guys. Waiting for this impeachment. It's not, I think what some people don't understand, it's not being mean. Especially not being mean when you're robbing all of the American people. Right now, MGT came out saying that George Santos is being hurt and abused in prison. Didn't you vote for this? But do you know that I'm one of the victims that that George Santos, he was doing, why he's in prison is he was doing identity theft to steal people's taxes. Can you believe I'm one of those people he hit? I couldn't get my taxes last year, so how do you think I feel? I couldn't get my money last year. So you can go ahead and sit and think about what you did.